Have you seen that Matt Rempe up close and personal?
Yeah, I did the outdoor game. The guy's like a gigantor.
He's a mutant.
Massive.
He is ridiculously large.
6'8", like 230. He destroyed Nathan.
He looked like
Bastian.
Andy Reid in the football line.
guys,
he looks like Andy Reid when he was a kid, just out there.
Right. And
the greatest passing kick competition participant of all time. A 19-year-old going up against a 7-year-old. It was amazing.
But Johnny, I will say, like, thank you, league, because it's like when a guy's that big and you want to be staring at the puck and you're hunched over and you get clocked like that, it doesn't mean it was a principal point of contact or a hit to the head. Like, they gave the guy
not getting suspended or fined or anything.
No, they just said that's a big man, and the other guy was in an awkward position. There was nothing malicious there.
Okay, I was going to ask that because I watched it over and over and over, and like, yeah, he hit him hard, but you're allowed to hit people hard. You know what I mean? Like, people say he didn't play the puck. He doesn't have to play the puck. Those aren't the rules, right? Like, we can have that conversation. We can have the international hockey head contact conversation, but that's not the NHL right now. And he skated right through the center of Bastian. Bastian was bent over, and he got hammered. And it was kind of ugly, but he kept his his elbow tucked. He went right through the body, and like the head took a lot of the contact, but so did the body. Like one of those ones where, like, under the current rules, that's okay. And I wasn't sure if you guys would see it that way, or if even the league would see it that way, because everyone's like, 10 games. I'm like, 10 games, you just he hit him hard. It wasn't nice. It was. You could say it was dirty, didn't have to do it, but you're allowed to. Like, that's part of the game right now. So I wasn't sure if they were going to react, but if it's no fine, no suspension, I kind of agree with that assessment of the hit.
All it is, the noisiest are the fan base of that particular player that got hurt. That's what it is. I mean, and you never want to see somebody go down and get hurt or need help off the ice. But you also have to understand that, within the realm of the rules, if the league doesn't see a problem with it, you got to accept it and move on. And you never want to see somebody get hit or hurt again. But it is a physical league. There are injuries. We were talking about before. Johnny, I know you're in the rooms all the time. Do you see guys with ice bags anymore?
Not in the room. Maybe they're in the back room where we don't get to go. But it's not the same because, like, the hacks, the whacks, the cross checks. It's just.
I think the ice bag business has slowed down, Johnny.
Yeah, it's a cold tub now, It's a cold tub.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, listen, I think where you get a lot of frustration is fans that feel like they get cheated by George Peros is really what it is. Like Leaf fans are looking at that saying, okay, Bastian looks like he's in worse shape than Ridley Gregg. Why? And I understand there's context to it, but he was. Like, Bastian was in a bad place. Gregg got up and
skated
smiled
off.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, that one's 5, this one's all good. I think that's the frustration. I agree with you. He's a massive. It was just like Chara. Chara used to do that a few times a year. He just hit a guy.
Chara wouldn't skate. Like, that guy Rempe can move around.
He can move, and he
Chara
fights.
Was at least moving slow, even though he's huge.
He'll be an interesting case study. Like, I don't know if he's good enough to stick in the league, and he's not 18 or 19. He's in his 20s, and yet he fought Matt Martin first shift outdoors. Martin knew who he was and what was coming.